And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance, and coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing, but leave no doubt the three-pointer is here to stay.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up at the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
With Giannis, a little power goes a long way, getting him past the contact and to a shot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a bit a few minutes ago. We talked about the seemingly unending difficulties Giannis presents to a defensive game plan. And the coach pointed out was, you're going to have to be very early with fouls. He said Giannis can create so much contact and get you in foul trouble early and hurt your team down the road. So they'll try to keep their arms straight up while contesting shots. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Hayward. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Plumlee with a screen on Allen. And it's Ball in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Holiday.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Allen against Rozier. Allen passes to Middleton. Giannis high post. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And Greg, Giannis is such a handful on the offensive end. You know, teams have no choice but to foul him.
And it is hard because Giannis knows how to create contact, and refs have started to give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll be getting double-digit free throw attempts for a long time.
Now here's Giannis. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Antetokounmpo, no good. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Hayward on the wing. Over Middleton. The kick out to Ball. And again, the Hornets missing. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Allen. Giannis outside. Middleton with a screen for Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And now we hear from Giannis, spelling out his key to staying confident.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media. That's it. Just spend time with your family, spend time with your teammate, and just come here and do your job. I think you don't second guess yourself. You know, you just go out there and play hard and give everything with the team without thinking about nothing else.
Good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. That makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bridges and Washington are manning the post position. Martin is out there with Ish Smith. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Here's Hood, following the score by Charlotte to the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so here's Charlotte, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
So it's the Bucks now after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Martin. Mora, the pass to Hill. Fades away. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the main weapon in Hood's attack, his jumper continues to do damage, especially from that area.
Here's Washington. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Smith, and the layup is good.
Nice to watch Smith get physical on offense. Nothing gets in this guy's way. Plays with a very determined attitude.
Mora, the pass to Hill. Hood against Oubre. Takes the 13-footer, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And here's Oubre. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. It'll be the 76ers against the Celtics in Boston. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
These teams are well matched. It's going to be anyone's game.
And moving on, directing our attention to the Milwaukee Bucks, they've got a close game on their hands.
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Giannis and Portis, the lengthy post pair for him. Holiday out there with Allen, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And Holiday just does so much on the floor. But for me, defense is his #1 attribute. He's arguably the best perimeter defender in the league.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Jrue Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball, how to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. He's made them a lot better. Guys?
That's how you make us, David. Thank you with stories like that. That kid, that Jrue Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific play. Giannis, no good. Holiday, an elite defender, Greg, as you said, makes life difficult for opposing guards.
And he does a great job of playing D with his feet. Comes up with some blocks and steals each game as well. Never gets lost on a play.
Ball, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Middleton outside. Rozier against Holiday. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Giannis has got 6.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
Ball with a wide open look. Good on the triple. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Holiday against Ball. Here's Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Terry Rozier.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And that one falls for Allen. A different look for Milwaukee. Wara checked in, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. The Hornets also changing it up. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Bridges, and Martin subbed in for Rozier. And Allen drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Martin. Over onto Tacumbo. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's Holiday. And that one, good. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
You know, Drew Holiday has so many great attributes, but I think perhaps the best one is his mindset. He's even-keeled, he competes at a high level, and he never backs away from a challenge.
Deep 2 from Ball. And that one comes up a bit short. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead, up 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Hornets trail by 7, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. Out on the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. P.J. Washington is out there with Plumlee, and it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Giannis after Terry Rozier's miss, and it's good for 2.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Now here's Ball. Over Middleton. Ball no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Portis finds Holiday. To the paint. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his first points of the game. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Here's Ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Tries the spin move. And it's Rozier missing. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Fades and shoots. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 11. Driving inside. And it's Washington missing. Middleton looking it over. And he gets it to go. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Bucks dance team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Milwaukee.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Deep two from Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.